Welcome back everyone to Pontos, Fathom, Hobbies. This is our gameplay of Eldritch Horror Under the Pyramids. It's Season 3, Episode 5, back in Turn 4. Some quick updates. We progressed the Chase the River Museum Heist into... we went from Museum Heist 3 to Museum Heist 2 in the side adventure. We've also got the Haunter in the Dark, and we're looking to get the Shining Trapezohedron artifact. So we haven't gotten an artifact yet, but so maybe we need to go to gain artifacts in Bent Pyramid or in Cairo. So I think I'm going to have Sister Mary go back to the Bent Pyramid, and I'll have I was thinking ham and cheese, but his name is Monterrey Jack. For some reason, ham and cheese jumped to my head when I was trying to remember his name. So we'll have ham and cheese. I'm getting silly. We'll have Monterrey Jack do the Phase 3 of the museum heist. We'll have Sister Mary go up to the Bent Pyramid, and then we're going to have Harvey Walters make his way. I think he's going to have to. Maybe he just has to get this clue. So okay, so we'll work on that. Okay, so let's start turn 5 then, and we will start out with Harvey. We're going to start out with Monterey Jack, and he will, I think he's going to do some prepping here. Let's see if he can take a look at what that other card is. That goes to Rome. I feel like he needs to progress some things here for his adventure. So let's try to get those clues closed out, I guess. So I'll have him close this clue first. So then what he'll do in his turn is he'll pick up a resource token, and he will also try to gain an artifact below. And he gains the magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. Once per round, you may spend one clue to re-roll any number of dice when resolving a test. Okay, so he can re-roll any number of dice by spending a clue. So let's get him loaded up on clues. Okay, so that will be the action phase for Harvey Walters. Next, we will do the action phase for... oh, no, sorry. That was the action phase for... I did Harvey Walters for some reason. Yeah, so that was Harvey Walters. Let's do Monterey Jack's action phase. He will also try to gain an object here. Let me replenish this supply. And we get ritual candles. So let's have him try to... He does not gain it. Let's have him try again. Gets a 5. He gets 2. So he can take the magic shop. Oh, I think he will take this card. It's okay. He'll just take that one, and we'll replace this with another one. No worries. Okay, so he's going to stay here to do his research encounter. And then we will have Mary do a healing, and while she does a rest, she can do two things with her rest phase. She can... Oh, this was supposed to be up here on Monterey Jack. On her rest phase, she can do... When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to piece together the Tablet Shards, and if you perform a rest action, you may attempt to decipher the carvings on the tablet. So let's have her perform those rest actions, and she will move up to the Bent Pyramid. So So she performs the rest action, and she gets to do both these tests, is the way I'm going to read that. So let's go with the first one. She gets the 5. So the Tablet Shards, she will reveal this, and it says, through a maze of metaphors and allegory, you begin to piece together the narrative that describes current events around the gold. Resolve one effect of your choice. Gain 1 clue, flip this card. You may spend 3 clues to advance the mystery token by 1. Wow. Well, she'll gain this clue. She will gain 1 clue, and then she can flip this card. So she can do that all the time. It's pretty cool. And then they'll have her test this one. So here she will test, and she gets a 5. Flip this card. The secret path to immortality is hidden in the tablet's text, but the understanding such concepts requires focus and concentration of an entire lifetime. With smaller bouts of focus, you should be able to realize some of the key points. Resolve 1 effect of your choice. Recover 1 health or discard 1 injury condition. Then flip this card. Improve 1 skill of your choice and then discard this card. I think she will improve 1 skill of her choice. And I guess she will improve her... I'm going to have her improve her strength. And then she discards this card. We can throw that in the discard. Okay, so that's great. So that is just her pre-turn. So she just moved and she did that rest. So I believe she is fully rested here. She is the most upgraded here. So let us go ahead and complete out the action phase. And then we will go to the encounter phase. So encounter phase, we'll go back to have Harvey Walters do an encounter clue, and we can have that with this card, and it's in the wilderness. So a looming faceless apparition offers to lend you its power, foretelling of an eternity of misery and sorrow under the cruel reign of Nephrim Ka. You may gain a dark pact condition to retreat doom by 1. If you do not, advance doom by 1. Well, I'm just going to have him advance doom by 1 because we're so far ahead that I think that's fine. It's fine to advance doom. So he gains this clue, and now he's kind of free to start heading over to Arkham and this piece. I think I'll have to have him spend the next 2 turns traveling. Okay, next up it's Monterrey Jack is going to do his expedition. So the museum heist, chase on the river. So he is on the River Nile piece, and it says, when this adventure is completed, you may gain an artifact. Okay, so here's the artifact connection. We gain an artifact, and then that artifact can be changed for the shining trapezodahedron artifact instead that we need to close this encounter. So let's go ahead and then we will draw the proof of innocence adventure. After an investigator resolves a location encounter on the Nile River, so he has to do a location encounter on the Nile River. That's brown. So here we go. We're on the Nile River. Ham sandwich. A wealthy traveler on the train has been robbed. You search the cars for the culprit. Okay, so Monterrey searches the cars for the culprit. If you pass, the traveler spares no expense to help your recovery. Discard 1 impairment token. I don't have any impairment tokens, so no worries. So that's great. So we passed that test. That means we now do, after the investigator resolves a location encounter on the Nile River. So he had some kind of snafu on the Nile River with a train robbery along the river. The thief is headed toward upriver, so we're racing to cut him off. After the investigator resolves a location encounter on the Nile River, he may attempt to track the museum thief along the river valley. So that's kind of cool. So let's again do an observation check. And we track him. So we're tracking. If we pass, we catch the thief and we reclaim the stolen exhibit. So Monterey Jack tracks the thief upriver. He's on a Nile adventure. He closes this out. We complete this adventure, and then two things we get to do. We get to draw an artifact first. So many things going on here. So here's your man, Ham Sandwich, Monterey Jack, the hero of the moment, right? So he's kind of an oddly hatted Indiana Jones type. So we're gonna get our artifact, which is the shining trapezohedron artifact. Okay, so we will replace the artifact that we want to get with a shining trapezohedron artifact. Okay, so I am going to flip through these to find that. Yes, I got it. So here's the shining trapezohedron. Choose one monster on any space and roll one die. On a 5 or 6, discard that monster. On a 1 to 4, move that monster to your space. Wow, that is intense. Okay, so we've got that placed for Monterey Jack. Next, it says, draw the proof of innocence adventure. So we will draw that proof of innocence adventure. And it says, proof of innocence. The thief apprehended. So the museum heist 4, proof of innocence. The thief apprehended. All that remains now is to bring him to the police in Cairo. So place the adventure token on Cairo. So it looks like this is our track here. Our adventure track is going to lead us back to Cairo. And we can kind of map that through. So I think that's the end of Monterey Jack's turn. Just to call this out, he has the Haunter in the dark. Maybe he's going to have to go after the Arkham adventure. So I think he's going to pop out after Cairo, and then he will go after to close out this Haunter in the dark. We can solve this mystery if we kill this guy. So that's it. So he's got to huff it up to there, from pyramids to Rome to London to Arkham. So I guess he will pop out. I think he's going to pop out in the next round. So, yeah, he'll pop out to the pyramids, and we'll have him get a boat token. Does he already have a boat token? I think so. Okay, so next up is, finally, it's Sister Mary. And she is going to, Sister Mary is going to do her encounter. What was the idea for Sister Mary? Bent pyramid? Or did she already complete her? I think she already completed hers. Okay, so Sister Mary, she did not do a bent pyramid encounter. So let's give her the bent pyramid encounter. So we'll go to this, and we have an encounter at the bent pyramid. The bent pyramid. Small hieroglyphics are inscribed throughout the pyramid. You try to find them all. Okay, so she's observing the pyramid. She passes. If you pass, they direct you to a lost treasure. Gain 1 relic unique asset. Okay? If you fail, you start to go, okay, we don't need to do that. So I will get her a relic unique asset after the mythos phase. Or maybe I'll find one real quickly, if you guys don't mind. A relic unique asset. Relic unique asset. Okay, again, stone tablets. She gets another stone tablet. And this one says, when you perform a rest action. So again, she's been finding all of these magical stone tablets. And that is that. So, so before we go to Mythos phase, I think my strategy is that Harvey Walters will go down to Buenos Aires or do this Madness from the Sea rumor. And then Monterey Jack will come up. I might have them travel together, actually. Maybe they'll travel together. He can go to Arkham. We've got our artifact, so we're able to close that. If we can get up there, we can close this. But my concern is we are now into stage 2 of the Mythos deck. So this Mythos card could be something special here. So let's check it out. The Ravages of Time. In the course of one night, the dark power aged you 20 or more years. Whoa. Your body has grown frail, and your thoughts have grown dim and uncertain. The Ravages of Time. Event. Each investigator impairs his highest skill. Ouch. So this is like the Mummy Curse type of thing. So Harvey Walters will impair his... I guess I'll have him impair his book here, because I think he's got something that adds to his book. Right, so he'll impair his book, his lore. She can impair down her highest one is now her will. She has will of 5, so she'll just reduce that down to 4. Let's just put the impairment on top of it so we can remember to take the impairment away, so she knows that she has that. So if we remove that, so now she's at 4 again, but right, it's 5 and 4 just to keep track. And then lastly, Monterrey will lose a strength. He has an impairment on his strength. Okay, so that's 1. Next up, it says each investigator impairs his. Then each investigator impairs his highest skill again. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, so he's going to remove his observation down. Maybe he'll remove down his will instead, because the observation is key to solving some of these problems. And then next up is observation. Again, remove the influence. So I'll add a impairment there, and then we'll add an impairment to his observation as well. That is intense. That is an intense Mythos card. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining the turn. I will advance this to turn 6. We'll see you on turn 6 in episode 6 up in the corner here. Thanks for watching, and please leave a comment below if I missed something, like or subscribe, and share this video. Really looking forward to playing more of these. I really enjoy Eldritch Horror, so hope you guys do too. Let's talk soon. Bye.